Hello, 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 sellers. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling on eBay. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Those of you that are joining me live on my Facebook business page, thank you, thank you. Those that catch me for my YouTube, Kathy Terrell, I love to be selling. I so appreciate you. And if you would click subscribe. And those of you that download my podcast, Kathy Terrell, I love to be selling. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Well, eBay has some changes coming, and they're rolling out February 4th. I did not post about this for a few weeks. I have seen some other people sharing because I really sort of wanted to see what eBay was going to do with this. And bottom line, it's like, it's going to make quite a bit of work for us. So I just want to do this. It's like, eBay, I'm getting a headache. eBay, I'm getting a headache. This is going to be a lot of work. It might not be for some, but I think for a lot of people, it is going to be a lot of work. And I'm going to go into what is changing on eBay and what you need to know about it and what you can do it. Because it is eBay's rules. We play by eBay's rules. Everybody's going to need to abide by this. And this is for my clothing sellers. Okay. I'm going to take you exactly to eBay's pages. This is not about my opinion. This is about what eBay is saying. However, they are a little fuzzy on a few things. And I want to point it out to you because I really dug into it because I'm actually going to be working on this with the sellers in my membership. Love to be selling Insider and Inner Circle. So I really wanted to dig in and really understand what's going on because a lot of the sellers that I work with sell a lot of clothing. So come on in and I'm going to take you behind the scenes. Okay. So first off, you might see this in your seller hub, but it's on eBay's announcements. So let me just show this to you. So this is the eBay community announcements area. And you always want to go there to get the official word to see if there is an announcement. Okay. And it's up. And what they're saying is introducing new conditions for pre-loved clothing. And just quickly as a backstory, if you're not aware of it, eBay's been really pushing into pre-loved clothing. They've had a lot of initiatives on this, both here in the United States and a lot in the UK, by the way, in case you follow eBay UK. So this is a huge thing for eBay. They're really pushing into pre-loved sustainable clothing. It's a sustainable choice. It's good for people's pocketbooks. It's good for the environment. It very much aligns with eBay's purposes about sustainable economy and sustainable business. So it's like spot on, and it's good for us because we love to go to various places to find fabulous pre-loved clothing and sell it on eBay. But because of this real push into pre-loved clothing, eBay's decided that they want to change the rules on condition. Okay. And what they're claiming is with the changes that they're making, it'll be clearer for buyers. Okay. So this is about buyers, right? It's good for us as sellers because if it's good for buyers, one would assume it's going to be good for us because we'll get more sales, but it does mean more work for us. And eBay soft pedals that a little bit. So let's just read through this. So there's going to be 3 pre-owned conditions. Okay. They're still new. New with tags. They're still new without tags. Okay. But for the used category, which they're calling pre-owned, it's now pre-owned excellent, pre-owned good, and pre-owned fair. And instead of new with defects, now it's new with imperfections. So we have new with tags, new without tags, new with imperfections, and then the used category is now pre-owned. And it's excellent, good, and fair. And you go, oh, this sounds pretty much okay. I was thinking the same thing. So excellent, like new. It's previously worn, but little to no signs of wear. It's been worn, but it's in excellent conditions. Any signs of wear should be shown and described in the seller's listing. We're going to touch on that in a second. Pre-owned, good. Used with light signs of wear and or visible flaws. It's gently used, good condition. It might have a few signs of wear, but all imperfections should be shown and described in the seller's listing. You notice how they're really wanting us to detail any kind of imperfections. So people that are doing things like my pictures or my description, I'm going to suggest that you start writing descriptions and also start putting some things in your condition field. Pre-owned fair, significantly visible flaws, heavy signs of wear and or missing or damaged components, has significantly visible imperfections and signs of wear, All imperfections should be shown and described in the seller's listing. And that really doesn't sound horribly intimidating, right? Aha. But then you go to the page that's the deep dive on the conditions. And that's what I'm really encouraging you to look at. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Melissa. It's a lot like comic book rating, yes, and a lot like DVDs. But this is what you need to go and look at for the clothing, okay? And let me find out. Here we are. Okay, good. I got to make sure I bring up the right page. So on this announcements announcement about pre-loved clothing, and it's dated January 27th, there's a hyperlink. So when you see blue like this, that means it's a hyperlink. You can click and it'll take you to that page. So they're making it sound very la-di-da. Excellent condition. It might have a few signs of wear, significantly visible imperfections. Okay, so and that's not exactly what the condition page says. So that's why I want you to go over here. And because I'm going to assume the condition page, and it's not showing. So let me just pull it up. You need to go to this condition page because it's really a wake up. And I did send eBay some messages about it, by the way. And I'm going to tell you exactly what. Yes, okay, good. So this is the page. This is what you want to look at. So don't be lulled to sleep by eBay's lovely announcement. This is the condition page, okay? And by the way, on February 4th, everybody is automatically set to pre-owned good, and then it'll be up to you to edit and change it to excellent or fair and to note the flaws. This is what I want you to show you. Scroll down here, okay? Reveal the details, flaws, and all. So excellent really means, that it's been worn, but it's in great shape. It's got no broken anything. There's no discoloration. There's no visible wear. There's no holes or tears. In my mind, it's not new without tags, but probably, worn minimally, shows minimal amount of wear, in really great shape. Personally, myself, I would be very rarely use the one excellent, because my experience, and this is going back to pre-COVID, is I always like to over-deliver. And the problem with rating something excellent is that you will get a buyer that gets it, and they will find something. They will find one pill. They will find one loose thread. They will find something. And then they'll open an item not as described, and then you're forced to pay the return shipping. So I'd much rather downgrade and go down a level, detail stuff, okay, then pick excellent. Just makes me nervous. If you're comfortable with it, good. I would rarely use excellent. This is just me, myself, okay? So, but then look at this, and this is why I messaged eBay. Pre-owned, good. Broken or missing fasteners, minor. That means something could be broken on it and still be considered good. Discoloration, minor. Okay. Visible wear, minor. And again, this is so subjective. Holes or tears, minor for good. And so I'm going to go through all this with you, and then I'm going to give you my suggestions. I'm like, good has minor holes and tears? Really? The only one of excellent, good, and fair that has no rips, no tears, no broken anything is excellent. Good could have broken and I love this thing, minor tear. It's like, okay, so what's a minor tear? I'm just like, eBay, please. So it could have a hole or a tear. It could have a stain and still be considered good and still have loose stitching. I love eBay saying minor, minor, minor. Okay. Then fair. So fair, again, broken or missing fasteners, moderate. Discoloration, moderate. Visible wear, moderate. It's like one step further. So the thing that I really don't like, and I'm warning you because everybody's going to default to good, is that with a good rating, you could still have a hole, a stain, a broken fastener. I'm like, eBay. So while we're listing my props, measuring, right? Packing, I've got to be going in and I'm going to be needing to edit my item condition because eBay is going to default you to good. Okay. So let's say now, if you do have something, and I've got an example I'm going to show you. If you do have something And it does have a minor mark, or perhaps it's missing a button, and you're going to default to good. And if you already have that in, and I'm going to show you one, in the condition, missing button or whatever, then you're okay because you've already put that in your condition field. I'm going to assume it's in your description. If it's not, I would strongly urge you to put it in your description. So that being good, you're going to be fine, okay? Or if you feel it should be fair, you can change it to fair, but still your condition notes are fine because in your condition note, you have mentioned what the imperfection is, okay? The problem is for people that have been listing it as used, and a lot of people do this, used clean, used no rips, tears, or stains, but it could be missing a button. There could be some light fading. You're going to, what I strongly encourage you to do, because this is all our eBay, you're going to want to edit your condition notes. And you may want to edit your descriptions, okay? Because you want to really spell out what the imperfection is, or that it's not, right? You're rating it good and just say, it's got some fading, but there's no rips, tears, or stains, okay? Or show slight use of wear, however you want to phrase it, but no rips, tears, or stains, whatever you want to say, okay? But you're going to want to spell it out. And the reason you're going to want to spell it out, because if they click the rating system and they click good, eBay's going to let them know that good could have rips, tears, stains, etc. I know, I'm like, eBay. So this is the good news. Bulk edit. I'm actually going to be doing this with my members. So my members that are listening, I will take care of you. You can, I was like, thank you, eBay. So this is the good news. You can edit item condition in bulk edit. So for instance, because a lot of us are soup to nut sellers, let's say I have 6 coffee cups. Oh, excuse me, forget coffee cups because this is clothing, excuse me. I have 6 blouses and none of them have rips, tears, or stains, but they all show maybe slight fading or slight signs of wear, but they're all in relatively really nice shape. So I'm going to rate them good because I'm not going to rate them excellent because they're not excellent. I'm going to rate them good. But in the item condition, I can say good use condition because eBay's calling them good use condition and say, but no rips, tears, or stains. And because you've got bulk edit, you can pull up everything that's similar in tops, in dresses, jackets, coats, and you can bulk edit the item condition. These new condition fields will not be available until February 4th. And eBay does encourage us as quickly as we can to edit, and to add descriptive things about the conditions of our items. I realize this is it's back to my headache. This is a lot of work because even on my folks that only have 40, 50 listings, typically my wonderful sellers with 40, 50 listings are very part-time sellers, maybe only do eBay a couple hours a week. For my very, very busy sellers with 500 listings, 600 listings, 1,000 listings, I have one seller I work with 18,000 listings. It's a lot more work. You can bulk edit, and I encourage you to do it, is to add any kind of disclaimer, again, that you want, it's your business in your item condition field. I really encourage you. I know some people that are the speed listers do like nothing in their description. I really encourage you not to say, look at my pictures, but to spell it out. And again, it only needs to be 1 or 2 sentences. Used good condition, missing one button, some small pilling under the armpits, whatever you want to say. It is to protect you. And it's to protect you from item not as described returns, which you are liable for the shipping. The good news about all of this is I'm assuming eBay has lots of data that buyers want this. They want more detail about the condition. They don't want to have to message you. Like I will shop on Poshmark, I'm going to say it. And everything is used on Poshmark. And it's not always clear the condition of the item on Poshmark. So I have to, and Poshmark, it's very hard to do returns. So I have to message the seller and say, I'm looking at the picture and it looks like there's some fading, you know, up around the neck. Is that just the flash or, you know, what's going on? Or, you know, is there pilling? I might know the fabric type, you know, is there pilling? What's the general condition of it? What eBay's doing is they're putting that with the conditions, which they do with DVDs. Like Melissa said, they do it with media. Now they're doing it with clothing, and it's because of the big push on clothing. Okay. Minor is subjective. What is minor to one person may not be to another. Exactly, Melissa. And that's why spell it out. Do your best. I very rarely, in the sellers that I work with, very rarely get returns on condition, but you want to do your best to spell it out. And I find most buyers, they're shopping because they want the item. They're looking for good value. They're looking for great items. That's what they're looking for. But like with the condition is, if there's a stain, I want to know there's a stain. If there's a missing button, I want to know there's a missing button. If there's some fading, I want to know that there's some fading, not just, you know, used. Okay. So just spell it out, what you see. Okay. Put it in the condition, put it in the description, look at whether it's excellent, good, or fair. If it really has a lot of wear, and a lot of some of the cool, really vintage stuff does, but people don't care because they're cool about, you know, buying the vintage t-shirt that has a rip or a tear or a stain in it, or people are repurposing the item. Clothing rocks on social media, if you don't know this. So while eBay's going to clearly be working to bringing us wonderful fashion buyers, you can do yourself a lot of good by doing some social media. Social media costs you nothing. You can put social media up literally within a couple of minutes and just get yourself some more traffic to your items. So besides all the hard work that eBay's doing for us to get us buyers, it also is going to really, really work well for you that if you do work for yourself posting on social media. So hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com, and grab my eBay Seller Essential Social Media Cheat Sheet. It's free. And whether you like to post on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest, I've got tips for you. And let's welcome more and more buyers. I'm assuming that is the point of all the changes with condition notes from eBay. They're looking at how to attract more fashion buyers, how for them to quickly know the condition of the item without having to message back and forth, because most buyers don't want to message back and forth. Okay. So spell it out in your conditions. You can do bulk edit. Spell it out in your descriptions. Yes, it is. Yes, it's going to take time. Right? But the bottom line is it's going to get us buyers. And grab the eBay Seller Essential Social Media Cheat Sheet. Okay? Enjoy, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling.